All right, hopefully it's recording. How you doing, YouTube? Come on in. So, here we are. Recording on, well, getting ready to record on 2 devices. Orion here. So, if you know, you know, there's a reason why I do what I do. So, I haven't really been posting a lot. I've been doing a lot of, recording. Getting ready to start to post. The energy is shifting. For anybody that knows, well, they know. It's as above, so below. A lot of things are changing in the energy. I mean, again, people don't understand timelines. They don't know what timeline they're on. All this has been talked about already. The thing is that the energy is coming back up in certain areas. Our gifts are getting stronger, and I'm talking to us, collective, right? If you know, you know. Soul tribes, right? The energy people are picking up. If you know, you know. If you got gifts, you understand what's going on, and you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to be releasing, like I said, several videos. I'm doing several channels. That's just the way it has to be, because I talk about a lot of things, and I don't want to get confirmation. I don't want to get that mixed up, because there's things that are going to be getting exposed. I'm going to be doing a what is it? Patreon, because there's too much information that needs to be out and that they're not letting out. So whenever you find it and you see it, it's meant to be. Again, always use your discernment on whatever messengers you're watching. I just know what guides you're working with, what guides, and blah blah blah. Anyways, if you know, you know. This is real. It's not a drill. I mean, so you got to make things funny before they get worse. People aren't ready for what has been coming through the energy and whatever.
Hello, this is Chiron Intuition, and I'm here to do
what I've been channeling. I'm trying to get ready for this. This is just okay.
Hello, this is Chiron Intuition, and I'm here to do a reading for the collective.
You already know.
It's not going to resonate with everyone, but
a lot of things are changing. The energy is here. We are rising. We're rising the vibration. We're moving the spirit. As above, so below. Is the war's won. Are they ready to understand it? Again, how the Pope is opening up the vault. Because now the churches can't hide behind anything. They can't say, oh yeah, no, spirituality. Oh, your charts. No, none of that. I work for the Lord, and that's it. When I realized the gifts I have, I said, Lord, thank you. These gifts are for you, and that's it. That's all I'm going to say about that. It's not about proving anything to anyone anymore. So I'm going to leave it there. But they need to understand the messengers and the messages are real. The soul tribes and the soul families, and how powerful the gifts are, and the ancestors, yeah, and the gods and goddesses, yeah. What they're doing to the accounts, the phones, everything, yeah. People they don't understand it because it doesn't happen to them. Well, it is, but they just don't see it. They don't know what it is. They don't. So you got to make it funny before you can bring the tragedy, bring the pain. They're just talking about the trial, like. It's not even funny, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it there, 4:34. So, this is why I record. I don't know how much storage I have, so if they don't like something, they shut it down that way. 4:44, I have it right. Oh, shit. So, let's get into this. Let's see. How you doing? So let's get into this. I was talking about Christmas, right? Because I really don't watch my videos, but I'm like, okay, man, I gotta study some shit because I'm like, not nervous, but you gotta come up with material, right? So you gotta turn around and have, they're like over an hour material, you know. They're like, if you don't know, as far as comedians and things like that. So I was talking about Christmas and how I didn't want to spoil it. Christmas was a big time because, again, I knew more than a lot of kids did, so I didn't want to spoil it for them. I mean, even though there ain't no, well, listen, we're all adults here. There ain't no Santa. But when you're a kid and you know there's no Santa because he never comes, you ain't got no, even though you have a chip, you don't get nothing. But anyways, it's okay. It's all right. Everything happens for a reason. This is why you're so strong. So here you are. Here it is. We don't want our children to go through what we went through. We want them to have the best of everything. So, like I said, one of the things that happened with is I gave my children material instead of the love. Look at, I mean, shit. Right here, this is what, 7 years old? Right, get back from Cali at this time, right? Look at that in the brown. So, well, at that time, I was gonna drive the bus. That didn't happen. I got a little scared. That's the first time I really got scared. Shit. But we're talking. Come on. I don't know how far you can remember, but I can remember. Go to the first portrait, all that stuff. So, first whoopings, and well, I thought my dad gave me 3. I think it's only 2. To tell you the truth. And that happening, I mean, other dads get mad. Like they're like, they want to whip me. I'm like, why? I know I deserved everything, but you got to take accountability. So I was talking about because 4th of July is coming up, right? You know, big celebrated holiday and stuff like that. But everything behind everything, oh my gosh! But let's just celebrate, right? Celebrate peace, love, happiness, the whole thing. You know, this torch coming to you, and sometimes you know, like I was picking up, hey, do the ketchup joke. Or do the Christmas joke. I'm like, what? But yeah, it's going to be like that, right? If you know, you know. But anyways, you got to practice makes perfect. Not perfect, but well enough. Like, shit, my job that I have, well, that I perfected tubs. Make them look brand new. You can't even tell. I'm a master, you know. But anyways, so we're talking about 4th of July. With the Ogeens. And like I said, Mr. Ogeen, he was a cool man. He took care of his family, and manly man. I mean, hey, all sons, and he didn't take no shit. All the boys were big, like hey, but they couldn't stay nowhere. They were strict, and they couldn't stay in my house. Like we lived across the street. Like what's gonna happen? But well, what was gonna happen is shit. He's gonna go home one day and well, past present future, and he's gonna see a whole bunch of shingles on the street and be pissed. I don't mean to laugh, but it's summertime, and they had his father. Well, their father was a contractor, you know, jack of all trades, and they had shingles. And what do you do with shingles? Well, you throw them. If you know, you know. But so we just started throwing them, but not really thinking because we're like, man, we can't be more than what grade. Michael Jackson, Thriller. I was singing on the porch. Only if I had a bike, I could go anywhere I wanted to. And but anyways, yeah. So I don't know, 10 or 11, because 4th of July we went. We were at the Willie Nelson big concert. First time I really went. And we're there running around having a good old time. And, well, again, we're not trying to be bad, but we're just kids having fun. And what did you know? Well, people wearing white. And we getting mad, but we stay with our ketchup packets. What happens? Yeah, we looked and we're like, oh, did you see that? One more. At the white dress. Yeah, we took off. We didn't know about nothing about it, but I mean, I'm sure they were pissed, right? Because they had ketchup on their backs. It was all white. Oh my god, I felt bad, but it was funny at the time. We didn't expect that to happen, but I mean, it is what it is, and hey, they should have been wearing white at Fourth of July. No, I'm just joking. No, no, no. But yeah, so just have fun. Don't take like too serious, or you might get ketchup packets on your back. 'Cause I think she said, I don't know, something happened, and we were like, "What, lady?" Boom! And we weren't too fond of authority, especially, but Dad, like, and that was the second one because the first one was KFC, right? And I'm like, well, Dad, what's up? Come on, you got to talk to me about it. No, no talking. Well, your dad really don't have to talk. Like, hey, if you know, you know. I'm not gonna get into a lot of things. Trigger warning, trigger warning. So that was like my best friend, which he should have been a friend. But anyways, no, my dad was cool. I love my dad. It's about forgiveness. So once you forgive, you can understand. If somebody's not awakened, then okay. He did preach. He was a minister. I said, Dad, stop preaching. Just tell him what he does for you. Anyways. I knew some things towards my awakening, towards the end, and I was glad. But here we are. And that's the same day. Oh, don't you know? It was his birthday, 40th birthday. He has a cake with the titties hang out. I mean, come on now. I mean, shit. Believe me, I've seen things that people don't even understand, but here we are. But don't you know, out of all the times I don't get whooped and shit like that, and they do, and they're pissed off, and they don't get a whooping, and I do. I come up, because we're talking shit. I'm cussing at my brother's girlfriend. We're talking shit. Like, I had a potty mouth, and I tried to tone it down, because my dad really didn't cuss in front of us. He just beat the whip, right? He just beat my mom. But anyway, that's another story. But he didn't like to cuss, because he didn't like to take oh, shit. Anyways, backwards learning and shit, anyways. So, there, and I don't know what happened, but we're talking shit, and boom, I get a boot. Pop! Like, boy, what's up? Get yours. And that shit commits to bump. Next time, and after that, yeah, he never liked to hit me. He'd just go ahead and take it out on him. I had to put my foot down, but those are things that you don't want to do, and there's all forms of things in it, but nobody deserves to be hit, talked down to, anything like that. You learn these things, and again, your ego has to go. So people take the ego for confidence, and a lot of things that happen is people don't realize who people are. So don't treat people equally, because you never know who you're standing next to. Karma's real. Everything catches up to you. So me myself, I had to learn, but it's not. Listen, Lisa. Listen, Linda. If I did work, I gave you a chance. Yeah. Just don't blow me off. People blowing you off. And then, see, I learned to let go. I'm like, well, shit, people owe me money. I'm never broke, right? Yeah, that's how it is. People think. Now they're realizing different things. Like, I'm not going to say nothing, but yeah. So you just got to let it go. You got to let it go, because if not, you're going to have some gray hairs and just be all worried, and all this stuff. And like, come on, it ain't worth it. It truly isn't. Everybody knows on this journey, it's the healing journey, but it's like, well, a lot of people don't. They really, really don't. So I'm going to be having a Patreon, because I wasn't fully straight up in a lot of things. I'm a psychic. I'm a medium. Okay. I work with energy. A lot of times, if you got to know what your energy is, 926, you got to know what you carry, but you got to know who you are, where your bloodline is, and what you're doing in the streets. I move in the streets. Well, I move in the astros. What I'm doing in the streets is helping, so I know what's happening, how it's moving through messengers. And when I say the team, they're gangsters, yes. People think it's a joke, and it's not. A lot of people's devices. They don't want to hear about it. That's why the Patreon is a little bit easier. Get it off. Yeah, get it off. Okay. I'm trying not to channel that much because I have so many messages. It's not even funny, but they're just coming through. I mean, this is how our gifts are. What's happening? People are losing their gifts, and other people are gaining them. There are people that are awakening, and they're seeing things. You don't have to be a spiritualist to be awakened. You don't have to be to have your third eye open. No, because I show you energy. I mean, I meet people and they have this fork in the road. So when I say it's not a joke, it's not. It's about helping healing hearts. The broken heart, the hardest one to heal. That's why these messages, I can't put that I already recorded. There's too much information. And if I say they're hacking devices, yeah. They're seeing the messages already. People are getting ready to have a lot of issues. So I don't like to say too much, and I'm not going to right now. I haven't even put out any messages. I got I don't know how many. But I'm having to re-record them. Well, re-record different messages. This is like a total different. Not trying to be a comedian. I'm talking some shit because what I seen with certain. I can't talk about it right now because you got to bring the laughter before you can bring the pain, right? Meeting Joe Green, but people don't understand this. They're like twiddly dee, twiddly dum. Oh, you're getting hacked. Well, there's nothing to say. There's all proof. It's black and white now. Some people with some powerful gifts. I see things through all angles. I don't need to be around you for them to pick up your energy. If you're around me, they're picking it up. Yeah, I said that. I'm picking up things that are on a different levels and certain things I don't know because I read energy. We all have gifts and we all have different guides. I know which ones are working through what guides because they're bringing up messages and they're bringing out messages that I have not put out released yet, and there's a reason why. 1222. The synchronicities are here. The communication is boom, plain as day. It's if you're willing to understand it and learn from it so we can move forward and be in harmony because we got things to be done and things to be fixed. People don't like it because the wool has been pulled over their eyes, and that's okay. I mean, as long as you can understand and then put your best foot forward to really understand what's up. If not, you're going to stay in the back of the line. And it's like, you're not ready. People aren't ready. I said it before. We're talking about timelines. And I'm going to say it again. The tribe that's here that they are stealing from, as above, so below spiritual law. And this is getting very serious. And it's so weird how when I noticed that when they do TikTok and all this stuff, well, I don't want to get the name wrong or anything. I know Goddess, but I've seen her come through, be a wonderful teacher. Like I said, there's teachers here that are reading energy. They're here helping people. Monetization right now, no. That's why I'm doing the whatever, all this, and then I can go ahead and just concentrate without music, and because I like music. In case you got a blind spot, no. In case you, hey, awkward silence like the first date, hey, no. But so and messages come through. So, and again, people telling themselves they have no idea. Believe because what's been coming through, you're gonna cry before you're gonna laugh again. So I'd rather go ahead and try to make people laugh and make spirituality fun for everyone that's not involved and that is involved, because if you're involved without understanding it, then you're in the wrong. And if you're involved without, like, wow, then it's because it's meant to be. That's what it is. So, evidence, yes. There's so many jokes that are here. It's not even funny. It's like, and that's what I'm being guided to. It's like, man, to live up to the. Is it real? Yeah, it is. seen at the very beginning different ways. But when I realized they're not gonna let my messages out, let me out the box, let me out, like I'm a mime, right? No, like black. They're harvesting, and again, people don't want to believe it, so that's why I'm the Patreon, and then I'm gonna have a couple channels, and because I can't have certain. I'm just talking about it, and look what pops up. I co-create with the universe. So let's talk about Christmas, right? Real quick. Because I knew, I let my children know as much. Hey, I put them in daycare. Hey, man, I had to work 2 jobs. But put them in early schooling so they didn't have the problems I did. Make sure they got tested. Boom. Clothes, like good clothes. Hey. So here we are, Christmas. That's where everything was grand. Different. Because myself, I knew. Because watch this. I mean, the one time I thought it was Christmas, I was like, yes, okay, I'm getting there. Because it's like, let's go shopping. We're going to get your cousin some 16, some Christmas present. I'm like, what? What do you mean, Christmas presents? They get everything. Well, look, you can pick them out, and then you can get some. I'm like, okay. So, but little did I, like I said, thank the Lord, because he came through in many ways, like I said. The little things you got to be grateful for, and the little things. So the Christmas that I didn't have, or did it wherever it was at, or bad, or what, it doesn't matter, because the ones that did, it made up for the ones that weren't. So come on. But when I tell you I'm there, and I'm Kmart, let's get this, and okay, that's for this. No, he can't have that. No, he can't have something better, because they would have met. Listen, Uncle Luke, he was the bomb at Rose. She just spelled word, but hey, come on. Rose was the aunt. Everybody just, she was their sister. Anyway, I know things, but here we are. Listen. She's the one that made everybody cottage cheese. By the life of me, I can't understand. It's just control manipulation, right? Like my children, I didn't make them eat nothing. They didn't like no. I wouldn't overstir their no. Here we are, Christmas. So I'm able to get whatever I want. But then I'm thinking of buying presents for the cousins. So I'm like, no, I don't want to get them that. Whatever the case, but didn't. See? Catch 22. Pick anything you want. But when it comes to giving somebody else something, then it's like, no, I don't want to have something better than me, but look at it. It was mine. Go figure, right? And when I realized it, I'm like, shit, man, I should have got the racetrack. I should have got it. But no, it's like I had a whole bunch of presents that I didn't have before. Like a shitload. Like, seriously. Like 16 or 17. I'm telling you. And I knew what they all were. I'm like, shit. But I'm there, like, okay. But when I found out they're all mine, I'm like, oh, what? Damn, why did I get that one? And I could have got that one because I was being greedy, right? But it's not that. It's that. It's the human nature, right? What we're taught, you know. But again, me being the youngest, hey, I was like, no, I wanted better presents. I wanted to, come on now, who didn't? So anyways, it was the first time I got to pick, and then I was like, no, they can't get better presents than me. Little did I know they were my presents. Mom, love her. I mean, because they all knew, and they were so tickled because, I mean, shit. I mean, it was wonderful. It was a wonderful Christmas, shit. At that time, like I said, pick out all your presents. Who wouldn't love it? Except for picking out the different presents. So anyways. So next time you got a chance to buy somebody a present, don't go, hey. But material is not what it's about. It's the thought that counts. That's what people take away from everything. Oh, I gotta have. That's why people go bankrupt. That's why people are losing everything, because money is a thing. And money is an energy. And money doesn't control you. You control it. You don't. Anyways, lesson to be learned. So, yeah, like I said, I didn't want to spoil Christmas for anybody. I knew Santa wasn't real from the jump. I heard shit, because he never brought me nothing. Plus, I was bad. I was always on the naughty list. Well, they told me that, right? Even when I was good, but yeah, you're on the naughty list. That's where you're not getting nothing. Like, what? See? Blossoming, the bottom of the deck. You are just getting started. So have patience with yourself, and the process And do not give up. Exactly. Don't give up. No matter how bad they say you are, it doesn't matter. As long as you believe in yourself, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Hard work and dedication get you everywhere. I mean, shit. It was just, I realized what spell work. Yeah, it was. Plus, when I heard my voice for the first time, I was like, what? But again, because of the reading and writing, it hindered you. At least you thought it did. Shit, man. I do the John Travolta, like moving. That's back, staying alive. Oh. Like I was entertainment. Boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others. Demand. Diamonds on your time. Demands on your time and energy. Anyways. These are all goddess energies. Again, we carry both masculine and feminine. It doesn't matter, regardless. Once you have both. If you know, you know. So there's no... Everybody has opinion. I'm not going to argue about anything. Something about somebody's back. It's killing them. My back just started hurting. So, yeah, Christmas, like I said. Was able to pick everything and I got everything I wanted. So, don't ruin other people's Christmases, hey, but it's not even about that because everything's like made up. Everything. People aren't ready for it. So, people aren't ready for what's getting ready to happen. And I'm kind of being a little serious and trying to not be so serious because it gets you nowhere. But these messages and what's coming out and the energy, we're talking about what timeline. This energy's been channeled years ago already. People are not on their timeline that they think they're on. If you know, you know. You're not taking accountability. You're not taking... Well, first, you don't love yourself. Up to 22. That's for the ones in the back, very back, that are hacking shit. That are siphoning energy. That can't understand they lost. Like the magic they're doing does not work. What works on low vibrational people is real, but it's low. Stay prayed up the Lord. Ancestors, guides. The big guns are here. Plans. I showed the eggs. I bound their practitioners. Now it's not even a joke no more. It's time to rock and roll, but it's time to get these messages and start my other channel. Like I'm gonna have like all these pages, like all the channels, because I had to keep starting channels because now I have all the evidence. The meta trials that they're looking at, Mark, I'm not gonna get into too much because they're gonna shut the devices down, and then they're... Listen, we've freedom of speech, code 130. Again, YouTube doing what they want to do. So they're illegally cloning pages. Because we're talking about charity, right? We're talking about monetization. I don't care about that right now because it's not about money. It's about getting the word out, but getting the message, by helping people. And like I said, broken hearts. So I'm a medium. I'm a psychic. My gifts are real. Energy. It's about helping broken hearts. People, they have no idea. So, if they're doing something for so long, they don't get the lesson. They don't see that it's not working. Yeah, I didn't know how to give messages. How are you gonna get messages when you don't know you're a messenger? I came in seeing the energy. I didn't know what it was about, but that's what they help you with. A lot of things. Since 2019, I've been with the Lord my whole life. Retreats, Catholic, Christians. It's your heart. That's what they don't want you to know. You don't have to go to church. I'm not saying you don't have to. You got free will. It's who do you believe in? Your heart. How heavy is it? And again, people don't understand the energy and they don't like it when you talk about them and you're not even talking about them. You're just describing who they are. They just don't realize what wounds they have. Father, mother wounds, childhood wounds, being touched wounds, being in a closet wound. I mean, come on, it's being happy is everything. Being in love, that's it. The vibration. Balancing both. Understanding what was done. People aren't ready for it, but they're gonna have to deal with it. Because what's been the information that's coming through, and believe me, and you don't have to, and that's what this is about. Use your discernment, use your better judgment, use your common sense. What I'm telling you. When I channel for people that I don't know. I've been doing this long enough to know who I am and what I'm about and what are my gifts and what I'm here for. Some people don't like it because they take my confidence for cockiness, egoness, whatever. They don't like it because I wear my heart on my sleeve, and it's like they got a chance to better themselves. Not that I'm better than no one, but I'm saying I know when I'm here to help somebody and what's up. And that's it. I'm not here to, that's why I can't tell too much now. I already know. I say too much. It's like, zip the lips. Now it's like, okay, if they want the information, they're going to pay for it. And if not, well, then that's cool. They don't need to know it. Because I really don't care. I just need to have more storage. Like, shit, are you for real? Yeah, that's what's up. They show me what I need to know and what I need to hear. And the messengers, the teachers, the healers, the earth angels, the tribe for past lifetimes, the energy. If you know, you know. Again, in the very beginning, when I started my channel back in 2018, 2019, I seen what happened. And now here we are, we're in a full circle. Because I made some videos about it. And then all of a sudden, boom. I had to switch everything up. I seen what they were doing, how they were doing. I'm like, oh shit, nobody believed it. Get the evidence, okay. Boom, traveling in the cloud, boom, boom, boom. But I see her getting harassed again. And I looked and I took some screenshots. You go to her page, share it. Like I said, they did something stupid like about I can't even say it now. Monetization. I didn't even see what the video or what she was talking about, but it doesn't matter because when I went to her page and I'm looking, I'm like, oh shit, she got another page. Well, it says like this. This channel has no content and it has 78 videos, over 6,000 subscribers already. I'm like, what's going on? What am I looking at again? And then they're doing it again. I know what's up. I'm just doing a little more research. But now it's time to put these messages out because first of all, it's already, it's getting tiring talking about them and not talking about them, but channeling the energy and then what's coming through. And people are really going to get, and it's sad, the control. And a lot of people aren't here because they passed away. But they're going to have to realize what their family did to them. Confirmation. It is not a joke. Yeah. Princess Diana was sacrificed. When I started seeing shorts, they bring me to what I need to know and what I need to see. My gifts are very powerful. Prince Charles, believe what I tell you. My blood goes all the way to England. My grandmother's from over there. I'm from Italy, my grandfather is. I know my bloodline and I know who I am and what gifts I have and how powerful they are. That's why they are shutting me down. They think they are. I'm not going to be on YouTube. YouTube is buy this. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you for helping me get to where I need to be and becoming a billionaire. Yeah, you think I'm joking? I said it before. You got to believe me. It's already in the accounts. No, it's not for me. It's to help. Because of what y'all been doing to, I don't know how many people, you are going broke. And I'm not going to say too much more because, yeah, I'm going to put it on Patreon and boom. And then people can just go. I have evidence on other pages. Are you for real? This is not my only pages. Only pages. Oh my God. Little princess. Again, I did the blessings. Red hair. I was getting a guardian angel. The guardian angels are here. I seen this card. I seen the red hair. Look at that. Miracles. Christ. Wise decisions. Visions. Again, your seers. Confidence. Faith. Practice and prayer. Look at that. The children are coming through. And love. God's love. The highest vibration there is. My tribe is that dope. They're that powerful. I see energy. That's how I can't see who's. I don't have a lot of. I don't have to go to a lot of places to know what when I get to get the messages and who's around me and what they're doing. Yeah, pick your. It's okay. You just gotta admit your mistakes and then move forward. That you're busted. People are going to jail, but I can't. I gotta leave that alone right now because it's way bigger. I mean, if I've been doing this years already, and you just little fish, and I'm no better than nobody, believe me. But when I tell you, bigger fish to fry, we're talking like you have no clue. You'd be like, "What? Are you for real?" Nobody's walked the shoes that I've walked. Didn't realize the gang stalking was starting to be shown from a child. Yeah, why would the FBI? Well, because my mom was then the gang wars and shit. The FBI questioned me for what? How would they know where I'm at? Yeah, cause it was control. Believe me, it just all was unraveled again. The ones that what I needed to know and what I needed to understand, and what you need to know what's been thrown over your family, what who came through. Oh, they're talking about 2 days and they're arresting it. That you know why they're not putting nobody on the stand? Because they don't want nobody to get impeached. They don't want nobody to turn around and incriminate themselves because they opened that door, one little seat, boom, and that's it. And what I know is not a joke. That's why they think they're under the jail, spiritually locked up. They ruined their bloodline. You just heard of free drinks in your mouth. What they are doing is sickening. But everybody pays. Harness the energy and it's not a joke. God's people are here. It's about the Lord. If you know, you know. But I'm going to leave it there and have a blessed day. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm telling you. Especially to the Patreon, because that's where I'm going to be dropping it. Like, it's hard. No. I'm just going to be, and it's not, honestly, it's not nothing wild. Like I said, maybe $1.50. I don't know. But certain ones, because what's been coming through is not cool. If you know, you know. They're doing it too much. How they're controlling these devices, and Oshun, how they're in her shit. They're watching everything, man. It's messed up. See, we're smarter than people think. Like that, just put your back to the wall. You look you go sideways to go forward. Boom. I work with 5 devices. I have to. Take one, I got another one. You take that. Boom. I just go. That's just how it works. The Lord giving me everything I need. They show me everything. 3344. They show me everything. All the signs and synchronicities. But with them, like literally taking pages and cloning them, and they're doing it on a mass scale where people cannot see it. They're talking about now fraud, laundering, embezzlement, things that they never thought would come out. The reason why is because they didn't realize their gifts and who they thought they were. Money is nothing. Who are you in spirit? You don't know. You have no idea but you're about to find out. There's no reason to be angry. There's no reason to fuss, fight. You just, like I said, that's up. Open the doors so you can go in, the innocent come out, and then hey, that's it. Be there for life. That's what you wanted for everybody else. Gatekeeping and all this stuff. That's why DNA activation is here. People don't realize what's really happening, but like I said, believe what you want and take whatever information that you're happy to sit in, and that goes aside with your life. As long as you don't get bothered with anything, and you don't have to do no fussing and fighting, and you just can turn on the TV and let them tell you what you want to hear, then straight. But when you know what's really happening, that's when you have to bring it. Justice, you can't. Especially when you work for the Lord. I mean, come on, they take it. Are you threatening me? No, why would I threaten you? I work for the Lord. I let him handle everything. You're the one that has to worry now, not me. I let go and let him take over. That's why people don't like it, though. They take it as you're copying out. Why would I? What are you talking about? It's more harder than you think. It's not easy to love and light, and boom, highest vibration. Hey. But yeah, because I don't think of no one. Why should I? If I do, I'll say a little prayer and boom. Yeah. It's that simple. To be a genuine person. To work. Not your heart and your sleep, but your common sense. If somebody needs some help, you're there. Confirmation you're there to help them. The Lord is sending you in there to help them because they need a little bit of compassion. I'm just here to help broken hearts, and that's it. I'm getting a little headache. Again, I learned different. I'm different. But I do have messages for the ones I said. I just can't put them out because there's different things that are at play right now. Oh, my head. But anyways, have a blessed, beautiful day. It's Sunday, right? If nobody's told you I love you, they love you, I love you. Have a beautiful day.